Hello everyone, Dikshit here, executive member of PayForTalent, and we welcome you to Aspiring Artist Interview. So here we have an Indian talent, which is Madhu Tarun Chai, coming from Andhra Pradesh, and is very good at wonderful. And I think from last 6 months we being with Madhu Tarun Chai, it's been a wonderful journey. Tarun, could you just give a brief introduction to our audience about where are you joining from, what are the arts you develop, are you a student, working professional, bit about yourself.
Myself Tarun, and I am come from Narsipatnam, a small town in Andhra Pradesh. And I have graduated from computer science background in 2020. And I'm a self-taught artist, and I have learned graphite, charcoal, and color pencil and mixed media and oil painting and watercolor. Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic, super. So, Tarun, could you just share a bit about like how does that art got introduced in your life? For example, like for some people, they will see somebody as an inspiration and they take it, or like for you, for specifically in your life, how does art got introduced in your life, and how was the journey of developing that till now?
Yeah, yeah. Since my childhood, my father was my first role model. Why? Because he used to draw so much better. If he was drawn at that time from his childhood to till now, he would be best artist in India. I will be sure for that. But due to his economical status or his problems, he stopped and he started a business. But as I don't know how I got it, but I don't know, it might be hereditary. I literally got good at art from since my childhood. I used to start like from my 3 years or 5 years old time itself. I used to draw a lot, all kind of. If I see any good scenery, I used to draw in these small sketches, small watercolors in my childhood. And until eighth class, I used to draw a lot, literally like all cartoon characters are literally in my book itself. I used to draw so many of anime and manga dolls, all these kind of stuff, and so many sceneries, all this stuff. After completion of my 10th, I gave it a break. That's it.
Fantastic. I think that is something that how every individual starts, right? Like I remember even in my childhood, like you take your some of the cartoon and you draw in your notebook, and or could be like at the last page of your notebook you start drawing or you start just shading on that. Like that's how it actually started. Fantastic, Tarun. And like that you started your journey, and I wanted to ask you that is there any breakthrough which really made you that when is the time you got a confidence that I can really do something big in art. So because you said that okay, sir, I am doing this normal art like the cartoon, all this thing I need to draw, but you were not having the experience of drawing a human picture. When is the time like you got a confidence that okay, I can actually draw a human picture, I can take orders from people? Like how did that happen?
Yeah, actually, like I said, like I have stopped my art at eighth class, right? Because all this stuff, all this education stuff, actually gave me a lot of break. Like I didn't touch the art up to like 6 years or 8 years. I didn't touch the art after completion of eighth class. And when I went to my BTech, actually I got a lot of time. In that time also, I used to draw a little bit like small Krishna art, small sceneries art, but not that much good and realistic. But when I came into my third year of engineering, I do a boxing a lot. I met with an accident like boxer fracture in my left hand. As I'm a lover of music, I have learned three more instruments like piano, violin, guitar. But what happened is I actually broke my left arm, right? So in that time, as a hobby, I used to do all kind of these musics. But after my breaking of my little finger in the boxer fracture, so I couldn't touch the musical instrument, and I have to sit at my home itself. How much time can we read? As from my childhood, I'm not that much good at reading from books. I used to study before exam itself and get a good grade. That's it. At that time, I have explored my artworks from my childhood. There are literally bundle of books containing all the artworks from my childhood, like Ben 10, Chodarim, all kind of this stuff. I literally felt like, wow, I used to draw these many artworks, and as a hobby, only I have started like 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and I used to draw some manga dolls. After some time, I literally want to experiment on humans only. But who is the one who actually listens and sits patiently for us? It's my mom. So that's why I have kept my mom in front of me, and I literally drawn her. But I got some alien face. That's another story. After some time, I literally practiced for 2 to 3 months. Then, in this short span of 2 to 3 months itself, I actually got some resemblance of human face. Some people started to recognize that, yeah, he's drawing some human faces and not some aliens or some manga dolls. Then people started to recognize me after just within the span of 4 months. I literally went like as realistic as a photo, hyper realistic, but it resembles just like how the actual photo looks like. And people started to ask me, bro, can you please draw my artwork? Not one, not two, not three, not 10, not 50 also. I literally got almost like 90 to 100 people from my only from my class. As I'm an engineering student, only from my class, I literally got 100 people, almost like from two sections. I used to do like, oh, these people are actually encouraging me, and they are asking me that, bro, you are drawing that much, you are doing like Picasso, you are they're praising me. I used to like, oh, I am also doing such a great work, so I used to draw for maybe like 3 or 4 members. I draw it, and after some time, I felt like in a week I'm having only like if I take one art, it will take around 6 to 7 hours in the starting. Sometimes it might take 15 hours. Even if I went for college also, I might have only 5 hours. That means to complete one art, it used to do 2 days. That means I'm not having any other time rather to draw their faces only. How much time can I see? I used to draw. After some time, I felt like there are on the Xerox paper these kind of materials. I want to level up my game, so that's why I asked my friend. Actually, they are the good persons. Like they actually really encourage me, so that's why they bought some art tools like sketchbook and some pencils for my artwork. So after two people, they gave me this art sketchbook and also the tools that I needed. And after three people started to like, bro, you already have the materials, just do it. It's just paper and pencil. Why are you asking the money? I'm your friend. I knew you from childhood. Why do you charge? It actually take just like 10 to 15 minutes. Draw my face. They really don't care how much effort I use it to keep and how much time I spend on the artwork and how really I care about the art. They need to think like it's just some hobby time, and anyway you draw some other person. In that time you can draw me. They used to encourage me, but in this manner.
Like
They want
uh,
their artwork, that's why they encourage me. In
when you
this
said
manner.
like when you said like 90 to 100 people actually came from your college and told that we wanted to do, like in that how many people were ready to pay and get it done, or like everybody were asking for free?
Yeah, like 100 people actually encouraged me, and 90% of them stopped encouraging after I told them I will charge. Like only in the 10 people also they used to bargain, and only one or two people actually literally bought my tools that I actually needed. Yeah, in this manner it went for up to like 6 months of my art journey. First 6 months of my art journey.
First six
Yeah.
month of art journey. Fantastic, fantastic, right? So it's a wonderful journey how you have begun. And could you just tell, like, because I see a lot of artists which are there in the market, they are good at very good at art, but usually what happens is that there are small things which stops them not to grow beyond themselves, right? So it could be like, what are the problems you have faced in your journey? You said like one of the problem could be you shared like people used to come and encourage, and that moment I said I'm going to charge for the time, right? Because what people do not value, the most precious thing on this planet at this time, they just tell like the pen and paper, right? You do it and give it to me, right? But they do not see the time behind, how much time or how much effort, how much focus you have put on developing that. And specifically, what are the problems you have faced in the journey? So these are the biggest problems, biggest thing which really hurted me, or how people used to judge you, or because right now you were studying engineering but you also wanted to do artwork, like is there any situation where people started judging you or criticizing you? Like how was that journey?
Yeah. Actually, this is one of the main thing I literally wanted to share. Why? Because in the starting of my art journey, some people actually told that I will pay. And after completion of the artwork, after 40 to 50 hours of artwork, they literally said like, I really want the art, and they took it, and after that they didn't pay. When I asked them that, bro, actually I want some material, so you need to pay the bill or the fee. Then some people actually broke with me, like my friends only. They literally like,
Go ahead now. You were sharing that journey.
yeah, actually like in the start, after some time, like people used to want the art, and they said like I will pay the bill, fees for it. After some time, after completion of the artwork, like after 40 to 50 hours of artwork, a bigger size picture, they used to take the art, and after some time they will pay. They are going to say like I will pay tomorrow, I will pay day after tomorrow. When I ask them, they usually say like I'm your friend, and why are you charging, and where can I go? These kind of things are going to start. I just asked them, bro, actually you took the art, it's already been a week, or it's already been 3 months after completion of the artwork. I didn't get my pay, so kindly could you could do the payment? And they literally broke with me after some time, like 2 months actually went off just like that. But because they just want the picture that to be taken, that this is the artwork that has been done with by hand. It's a handmade artwork. They want to show it to some people in the phone itself. They don't really want the, they want it, but they literally don't want to pay. Why? Because they thought like in this it's just a piece of paper. They don't know it's almost like the expression that they wanted to show to people. And also the main thing and the message that I wanted to, it's not like a message, it's actually a lesson that I learned from my life as being an artist, is actually the art that what you are going to do is actually not like the paper and pencil. It's actually all the effort that I spent on 8 months of my art journey, all the time for my learning, and all the time that I'm going to spend on that artwork also. That is the thing that actually we are going to charge, not the paper and pencil. Why? Because everywhere it can be available. But by the guys which are wanting the artwork also not doing it, why? Because it needs the skill. It's just like a skill, and they literally have to value that. And we also need to value that as an artist. We have to value the art that we are going to do. If they really bargain that much time, we have to let them know the value of it. For that, what I thought is actually I have to level up my skill. Not only drawing the human faces, I want to make it the best output. So that's why I started to make the hyper realism, making it more realistic than the actual art, actual photo. So that is the actual breakthrough from becoming a general artist to making me a hyper realistic or best artist in my town. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So what you were actually sharing is that, so how can I deliver? Because this is what I have even seen. Like most of the time, when I communicate with so much of talents across India, they share that. So one thing is that all the time, friends are the people like they are not ready to pay, and we have family or relatives. These are the people who are not ready to pay. So these are the common objection, which will not give any aliveness for us to grow to the next level. I think that is the same problem which you also faced. And yeah, right, so that is the common thing. But I wanted to ask you, like, you said that one thing, because in your conversation I observed that you said it is not just a pen and paper. You said that there are a lot of focus, there is, you put your soul into that and you create it. So what do you say for artists or the people who just judge an art just as a pen and paper or just as a board with a paint, right? So how do you create when you're, for example, somebody gave an order to you or you're creating an artwork? So what kind of feeling, what kind of thing you put in there to develop it?
Hmm. Yeah, actually, like we have to level up the skill. We have to level up a lot. Actually, before going to charge them, before going to make it a business, we actually learn. We have to learn the skill. We have to be the best in our field. Even in any computer science or software field, also we have to be the best. Then only we can go into the another level. Just like our promotion. But as an artist, our promotion is actually promoting our skill. So that's the
Exactly.
main thing. What I did is actually I got mentorship from the best in the world, world class mentors. As in my artist journey, I used to feel like a role model. A lot of artists in terms of graphite, I used to think like Jono Dre, graphite and charcoal artist. And in terms of oil painting, Fabiano Milano and Lou Tischler, these are the people I actually literally pray them. Why? Because I literally love their work and I want to become like that. So that's why I used to what the money that I got in my artwork, I literally spent all the amount in the learning from them, getting the mentorship, like 12,000 for their single workshop. All the money I used to spend. I literally don't want to waste the money by eating or going to movies, all kind of this stuff. We can do it some other time also. But we have to learn. We have to get the best. We have to become the best. So after we becoming the best, even the people also won't think like he's doing for a part time or he's wasting his time. So instead we can use it. There, that is what they think. But people will start to recognize that he is actually learning like a professional and he want to become a professional. So we have to pay it. We have to value it. And then many people actually literally start to bargain me, and many people actually really encouraging me now. And also things are going like that. And then,
Fantastic.
hmm, yes.
You were sharing something, yeah, go ahead.
And then also I have some problem. Like my friend used to take the order from me, right? This is how it happened in before. But after some time, actually he also not able to manage it. And then one day, actually it's one of the luckiest day. Actually, Shreya, one of the executive member in PayForTalent, he actually messaged like there is a platform for artists. Actually, I felt like that is the thing that I wanted to build, but I don't know how to build, how to make it. I felt like there should be a company for all the artists. I That is the thing that I have in my mind. I have to make that kind of, but I don't know how to go in that path. But just thinking like that in that span only, this platform for artists literally hit me a lot. So after listening to it, I went for the video session conducted by you, Dikshit sir. I have waited for it and I got selected in it after seeing my works, and they are the ones who actually marketing or actually monetizing my art throughout India. Actually, before I used to get orders from my state or from the nearby states, but not from other states like Karnataka or some other places like Bangalore, all kind of this stuff. Only paper talent has got in that span. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, is my voice audible?
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Okay.
Really,
Good. So that's where you were actually sharing that it actually you started scaling up the game. When you actually, what are the best thing like you liked in Pay for Talent when you came and been part of the community? I think you remember in Pay for Talent every week, like weekly meetup will happen where all the artists come together. Like everybody, we have that inspiration culture. Like people show their artwork, and now you also feel like, okay, they are doing that. Okay, I also want to work on this. Like, how was that culture helped you to grow to the next level? One, and the second thing is that how could you able to manage, you could able to build a wonderful profile in the platform, and how you used to feel like when your order is delivered to somebody, and for them it's a surprising moment, they are very happy, and looking into that video, looking into that moment, how do you feel?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, like in Pay for Talent, the best of the best, not only selling my artwork, that is not the best. The actual best is I'm meeting a lot of artists. Why? Because see, I'm a self-taught artist. That means I literally didn't went for any colleges for learning the art. So that's why I'm lacking with the people who actually think like me. Why? Because every person want to be in that group only. Like a person who wants to do something went in the profession of art, he want to meet that mindset of people, not with film mindset of people, or not with the computer science mindset of people. He want to go with the art mindset of people. Actually,
Exactly.
Pay for Talent helped me a lot in the field of this. Why? Because I met not only having the friends from my side. It's in nowadays. Actually, we can't get artists from my side, but also this Paper Talent helped me. Like I have lot of friends from different states of India who literally don't know me, but now they all know my name and I know them. And we
Fantastic.
literally talk like every week or twice in a month by sharing all our artworks, and by seeing their artwork, I literally feel like I have to do more. I have to give my best. I want to become better. They inspires me a lot, and it is the one thing that actually pulls me to become a better of myself. I That's why I constantly keep moving me and getting out of my comfort zone. Sometimes I actually don't sleep to complete some of the artworks. I'm that much passionate about it. Like I do the works like 1 month, 2 months, just for single 1 month. That is the time I spend, and the outputs are getting like that, and I'm so happy. But I want to be the best. It's not the
Fantastic.
best of mine. It will be. Yeah,
Because I remember the day, I think, when you were actually getting multiple orders, like for you, like no time only, but deadlines are coming, you need to develop. But I remember the day when you were sharing like two artworks you were doing together, because the deadline was
yeah,
very closer, and also there are multiple orders are there, like you are completing together, and you completed it and you actually delivered it, right? So that's like,
yeah,
that comes like inside, because I say for all the artists who are across India, for them is like, uh, what gives you more energy is like inner drive, right? So because art is not that people get into the industry of art not because they want to build career on it. That comes second part. So the first part is that it gives them more energy to do more, it gives them more energy from inside to serve people in this area, right? So that is something that I have observed in Tarun attitude as well. Like whenever the order comes, is ready, sir, yes sir, we'll do it, sir, like that kind of attitude. Wonderful, Tarun. So that's a great
and
attitude.
also the main thing, what really inspires me. Actually, I after some time I literally thought like I shouldn't do the human faces. I only wanted to do the gallery work or some beautiful art pieces which will stay after my generation too. I wanted to make them. But one thing actually strike me off is actually like the reaction of people after completion of their artwork. That literally give me wings. You don't know, that feeling is actually like if you plant a tree and after you getting the fruit is not the output of my artwork. The fruit is actually the reaction that I got from the people whose artwork I have completed. That is the only thing. That is the only thing that literally drives me to do more of it. It's like I don't know when I will be satisfied, but I think this 100 years won't be sufficient for me to satisfy for that. Because that reaction gives me a lot of energy. I don't know, Red Bull makes you wings,
I
gives you
I
wings,
I
but
think I ask this common question to all the artists. Okay, I say that what is that happiest moment you feel? Okay, and the answer is same all the time. It's like, sir, when my people, when they open up my artwork and that smile when I see in their face, that is the happiest moment, sir. Right? So
Yes, sir.
fantastic, Tarun. So it's very happy to hear that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That feeling is actually great. I don't know how to express it also, but because it can be only understood by an artist. It's just
Exactly,
like that. Yeah,
exactly,
that feeling is
exactly.
actually like that.
So what
I
is the
don't know,
message?
but this kick only that for this kick, it gives me a kick. That because of it, it doesn't allow me to go to some other field also. I will go, but as a part time only. But I love to do it, the artwork. That's the main thing. It actually gives me a boost to be better of myself. Yes, sir.
Fantastic,
To make the
fantastic.
people happy. Yeah.
Fantastic. Good. So which means we always say this, right? There are two things. You need to do impact and you need to do income as well. Because income is also something that which is like survivance, right? Because you're spending so much of time, you're spending a lot of material. So that's where we say like we measure or we qualify in Pay for Talent that for aspiring artist interview that looking into the kind of impact what they have done or looking into the kind of income what they have generated with that as well, right? So that's an amazing experience, Tarun. So being with you, and I also want you to ask you the question that what is the message? Because there are a lot of artists who are in the market. What is the message you give? Is it like art is something that anybody can learn and do, or learnable skill? Is it learnable skill, or is it something that only if your parents are artists, then only you can become an artist?
Huh. No, actually, this is one of the best question I have had in this text. Why? Because like art is just a learnable skill. Talent might give you the boost, or you might have some negligence. If you believe that you have talent, you will be negligent. You will show the negligence in your work. But when you believe that only the hard work will give you the success, even in the artwork also, if you have talent, but if you think like an artwork that you have to spend 1 month of time, but if you think like I have talent, so I can complete that in 1 hour, will it be possible? No. You have to keep your heart and soul, and you have to work hard. So that's why you
Exactly.
can stay with it.
This, this
Anyone can learn.
this is where I
Anyone.
remember my mentor used to tell like talent works only if you have hard work, or people say that hard work beats talent, right? Because what happens, some people say that okay, I have the talent, anytime you give me I can do it. So what happens is that inside of them they will start building the ego, right? So that ego will make them lazy, right? But
Mm.
sometimes people truly value their gift, people truly value their hard work and how that talent has been built in themselves, and they keep on start taking action, putting, as you told, like putting their heart and soul into that and creating more. That's how they succeed, right? So fantastic, Tarun. So that's an amazing thing. And
And
what is the,
also,
yeah,
the message that I wanted to give to the younger artist is actually first thing, you have to value your work. You have to judge the work. First thing, you have to judge the work. Second thing, you have to value your work. And the third thing is actually you have to scale up the game more. If you are the not the one who actually think like, yeah, I have built a level that it actually so much of good. Why I have to build myself better? One thing I can assure you, if you work for 1,000 years just on one single artwork, there will be one person who will beat you. I can assure you that. But the one thing that you need to do is actually what I gave, what I did the work is actually is my best or not. That is the one thing you have to think of it. That is the thing, and actually don't do the work for free, guys. It's just like a job. If you talk to a doctor, and if you go and ask a doctor that you are doing just work for 1 hour and all the tools are given by God, and why do you why do you charge? Will a doctor will accept? No, no, right. It's just a job. Art is also, if you want to be professional, you have to think like art is also a job, and people need to pay for it. That is what I wanted to say. So if you don't think like your art was nothing, so I want to step out of the career as an artist. and don't think that I won't be sustained in this career. But one thing is actually like if you become the best, people will start to come for you. That what I wanted to say. And opportunities will come, but one thing is actually like you have to be ready for it in the field of art. Is
Fantastic.
actually you have to
Fantastic.
always open your eyes and your pencil for it. Yes.
Fantastic. I think that's a great lesson again. That what the all the audience people who are watching this video that understood that he said very important thing is opportunity comes to those who are ready, right? So if you're ready, grab it and build it forward, right? So because how many people know in your locality that you are an artist, right? If nobody
Mm.
knows but you are an artist, that is the worst position that where we are, right? So
Yes.
because your if your neighbor only do not know you are an artist, how can you actually reach out to many more people, right? But Tarun actually were actually good at known circle, and I think when he came to Pay for Talent, we could able to help him reach out to different state as well. So that's where he started reaching out to many more people as well, right? So that's a wonderful experience speaking with Tarun. And what is the message you also wanted to give for art lovers or talent buyers, okay, who are actually buying from the people who are talented, like for artists? Okay, for example, he is a person where you wanted to give a gift for someone else and he is actually giving the order. What is the message you wanted to give based on your experience?
The one thing that I wanted to say, like, consider it's all about your buying an artwork. Consider that you bought some tool, some gift like a phone or gift like a watch. You can give it, but they will wear it, and after some time, it will be they won't value it. After some time, why I am saying they won't value it, even they love it, by because it's routine. Like every person will have that. But one thing is actually like all the expressions that you want to share with them will actually shared by art or by literature. All kind of these talents it actually helps you to express how you felt for them, how you feel for them. Actually, one art is actually like one lakhs of words and lakhs of expression for the people that you wanted to give. Why? Because art is nothing but a piece of paper. It's actually like emotion. The way you give them and the way the artist give their 100%, and it makes the artist makes the artwork to be alive, so that it will express many words that you stop being to express to them. And after a 15 to 20 years also, when they see it, they will remember this is the artwork that I got from this person, and I'm so much happy for it. That is the one thing that I wanted to tell.
Fantastic, fantastic. Good. So that's an amazing message as well, right? For all the people who are talent buyers and also for talent providers. That's an amazing. Like, I think this is the last question. That what is that something really extra you wanted to share, which I did not ask you?
Uh, Actually, I want to share about the uh, people. Actually, to become an artist, also there is something that you need to have the mindset of people. But because see, uh, even if you want to be succeed in the field of what you love, not only about art, even in any field, you have to be one. You have to be a deaf dog. Means you should not hear any people what you should be like a deaf frog who is climbing the wall, or you have to be a frog with all the frogs that helping you to grow. Only these two kinds of will succeed. But if you hear all the people who are around you are telling that you can't succeed, you can't succeed, you can't succeed, when you started to listen and when you started to accept, you can't grow. Either you have to be deaf and don't listen and just move in your way, or either you have to be in the people who actually supports you in every aspect and you have to move in that manner. Actually, in this online society, one comment is just like nothing, just 10 seconds of work for them. But the 10 seconds of comment will actually make a big impact on your brain, and it will sow some seeds in your brain, and after some time you will start to they will make literally big trees in your brain, and after some time, like, you will stop it. Literally, you'll stop it. Then you will start forcing your kids, or even if your kid want to become like an artist, you will say like, better, it won't happen like that, and you can't be succeed in the field of art, or you can succeed in your field of what you love. You will start to tell like that to your kids also, and all this cycle will start to go again. But when you start to work with the right mindset of people, and when you start to work even what negative people tell you, and you continue your work, and you start to grow, after your child will took you as an inspiration, just like how I took from my dad, and I grown myself. Your child will also take you as an inspiration, and they will also grow, and our India will become the best of its kind. Why? Because in our India, the main thing is actually like people really fear to express what they love. They want to become an artist, but they fear that art is not the best thing. They have to say like, I am a software engineer. They only wanted to. We have been programmed like that. So whenever you want to do something that you love, you have to be in your right community, and you have to be deaf to the negative people. So in that aspect, there is some university named as College Innovators University, which helped me a lot in that field, where all of the people actually wants me to grow. So I have a lot of friends from Karnataka, from Bangalore, all kind of this stuff. Which even I don't know Karnataka also, they are being my friends from past 6 to 7 months, and they help me a lot. They are not the artists, but they are the right mindset of people who wants me to grow. That's it. Their own aspect is, I want to be independent, and I want to be grow. That's it.
Fantastic.
That's the message I wanted to give. Yes, please.
Wonderful. I feel that I think Tarun has gotten wonderful opportunities specifically in college innovators because the day when he started attending, there is something called Success Community Meetup where all the people come into college innovators, and he also started getting an opportunity to attend college innovators even with the help of Pay for Talent, right? And that could able to help him build that wonderful network, build that wonderful positive vibes, because he shared very important thing. I think your environment power is more powerful than your willpower, right? So which means
Yeah.
like make sure that you have positive vibes around you. And I have never seen people succeeding without negative people. When you start your journey, if you're getting negative people, congratulations, right? So that's where you're on the path, you're in the right path, right? It shows that you're in the right path, and keep moving, keep taking action. So I think the another question is that, like, Tarun, how do you recommend, okay, Pay for Talent to other artists who are out there in the marketplace?
Yeah. Yeah, why I recommend Paper Talent is actually like, there are so many artists who went and gone. They're just like a lone wolf, and they don't have a pack to go move on. Like, it's the nature of our survival. Actually, we have to go in the group. Even from our starting of our universe, also there is only the people who survive in a group will survive. So what I suggest the artist is actually, anyway you are going, you want to pursue the career in art. But if you want to make it stable, and if you want to make it rock solid, you have to go with the community. So that I strongly suggest Pay for Talent for you. Why? Because you have to move with the community, and you can get scalable level, and you can become scalable, you can become monetize your talent, and yeah, that will help you a lot in the field of your art. Yes.
Fantastic. So that's a great answer. Like if you want to build it as a sustainable and for long term, that's where you need to have community, you need to have system, right, to grow forward. So that's wonderful, Tarun. That's a wonderful conversation which is having with Madhu, Tarun, Sai, and very happy to working with Tarun. And in the future as well, you will be seeing Tarun achieving different awards, different levels, even in Pay for Talent as well, right? So that's a great. And thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or our Facebook or our Instagram, make sure that you actually click on the link and you can follow him. And you can also connect with Madhu, Tarun, Sai, where the link is there in the description, where you can click on and you can visit his profile and you can see his artwork, right? His artwork, and you can start connecting with him again. Okay. And finally, I would like to say that Moments create memories, and framing the memory and reliving the experience create beautiful things. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.